all right. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Let me know if you can see and hear me. That was some Neil Young. Ken said we were waiting for everyone to filter in, but the funny thing is that I have been practicing going with the flow, and that's kind of how I am. I wasn't ready. Sometimes we have to have some. And I have a new puppy. He's already making it known. So don't mind if you hear some barking or whatnot. We're trying to train him. But anyways, I need a couple minutes to get going because I was going to grab some of my favorite books because we give away. Ken, can you remove the cat, please? Yes. That's the issue. The cat and the dog aren't getting along. So, basically, what's going on here is I picked out some books. Anyways, if you stay until the end, I was grabbing my books. I will give you two of my favorite books. I love reading. These are the two books that I really owe to a lot of my progress with manifestation. If you stay till the end, we are going to bribe you. We are going to bribe you. So we have Money, a Love Story. Two of you guys well, one of each of these books will be given away. So we got Money, a Love Story, and You Are a Badass at Making Money. We got Ken on the other end helping me. He's part dog sitter and part webinar moderator, so don't mind him. It's a really, really cool job. So anyways, You Are a Badass at Making Money, Money, a Love Story, both be giving away bribes for if you guys stay till the end. We only got an hour here. So we only got an hour here, so I'm going to get going. What's going to happen when I turn on the slideshow is I'm going to go really little, and I will go big and little depending on if the slides are on, so don't be alarmed. First of all, just to start, you guys are starting to hear me. Ken's giving you guys some tech support. I want you to tell me where you're from. Put it in the comments below. I always like seeing where everyone's from. And I'm going to see who we have here. We got Armel. Hello, Armel. Hello, Vanessa. Hi, Amy. Hi, Marilu. Did I say that right? Hi, Greg. Hi, Penny. Hi, Heather. Sarah May. Hi. All right. Tell me, guys, where you're from. Right now, I am at my house, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We literally had to walk from the office. Again, I'm very, tight timeline. My team has me tight timeline, but still trying to go with the flow of the sacral. And I got one of my stones here, orange. This one's an orange calcite. All right. Heather is from Fredericton, New Brunswick. Hi, Heather. Fredericton, I've been out there. I went through Fredericton in a bus about 15 years ago now. So I love Eastern Canada. Love Eastern Canada. All right. And Ken, I want you to put up a poll too. So start putting up a poll for everyone. Vanessa's in Saskatoon. Hey, she's in the same city. Excellent. So, I think for the poll, I want you to put up what do people want to hear about more the most? Manifestation, relationships, seduction profiles, just those three. So I'm going to relationships, manifestation, and seduction profiling. So Ken's going to put up a poll right away here. You guys are going to see it. And then whatever you guys choose, I'm going to spend the most time on because we want to divide our hour up here. So it's funny how he's quiet until I go live. But that's part of the blessings of being at my house. I was at my office all freaking day. Hey, Ken says the poll's up. I was at my office all freaking day, so it's nice to be. I always like to go live from home. It feels comfortable. So anyways, go check out the poll. I'm going to see here. You guys, the poll is up. And basically, we got manifestation 50. If you guys haven't went on the poll, go on there. Manifestation is kicking butt. We got 63% manifestation. Relationships, 13%, and whoa, okay. You guys are really being active here. So right now, seduction profiling, relationships are kind of and they're definitely combined. Manifestation is kicking butt, so that's good. I can definitely spend a little more time on that. Okay. Just want to know how to divvy up the hour. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you guys. You guys haven't all told me where you're from. Please let me know. So, there we go. So, here we go. I am small right here. You see me. Okay. Here, okay. So this one's about the sacral chakra. And like I said, you guys are getting bribed. But everyone who shows up here, no matter what, is, a lot of you guys are probably in the Facebook group right now, but we have a couple exclusive gifts, especially I am going to dive into, I'm going to give away either a manifestation draft or a seduction profile draft. I haven't quite decided, to everyone who stays. And then you will get bonus videos. And make sure you guys, we're still going through the cleanse in the group. So make sure you take part in the Sacral Chakra Cleanse in the 8-day group. If you haven't joined the 8-day group, we will provide the link for you. Ken will put it in the chat here when you have a chance, Ken. And it will also be later in the webinar for the 8-day Chakra Cleanse group. And remember, I'm bribing 2 of you with these books. All right, let's get the show on the road. I also want to know who was here for the webinar last week. We're going to try and make a habit to do this each week, depending on the flavor of the chakra. Okay, we got Marlo from Kelowna, BC. Allie, I'm in Western Australia. Good morning. Hey, Allie. Good morning. Good morning. Allie says seduction profile would be my second choice. Armel, my friend Armel from Saskatoon. I thought it was you. Awesome. Okay, excellent. So here we are. Allie says, pick me. Don't worry, we're just announcing. We're going to announce the books. We do shipping on Tuesdays. So the promise, today you're going to learn how to strengthen and shift your mindset, manifestation techniques, relationships, and understanding seduction profiles for the complete Sacral Chakra Cleanse. So if you were here last time, Allie and Heather said they were, we're going to go through the basics real quick, and then we're going to add on to it. So now we're going to be diving in a little more, okay? I'm sharing my methods, proven systems, seduction profiling, and chakra healing practices on how to shift mindset, manifestation practices, remove financial blocks, and close endless cycles in your relationship and stop living a mediocre life, because that's one thing I learned from my mother's death, is that living a mediocre life was no longer acceptable. Angela from Saskatoon, my friend Angela. Hello, hello. Hi, Caitlin. Is it the Caitlin who I think it is? My celebration Caitlin? Excellent. So on this training, you will discover how manifestation actually works and simple actions to take immediately to increase manifestation in your life. And the importance of masculine and feminine energy in relationships so you can be aware, stop sabotaging, and get away from endless cycles. Also, what we're doing different from here is how to pass the universe's tests. Universal tests, the universe does test you. Some people disagree with me, but I say it does. And there's checkpoints. And you have to pass those tests and checkpoints in order to get to the exact life you want. And that's the hard part. So we're going to talk about that a bit. Hi, Caitlin. Caitlin's my newest client. Hello, hello. Very nice to meet you. And Penny, is Penny my other client or is it a different Penny? I'm not sure. We're also going to discover introduction to seduction profiling, how my clients put it to work in their own relationships. And the top seduction profile types of both genders and tips to start using them today. So we're going to dive into the seduction profiles a little more than we did last time. We're going to go deeper into manifestation because you guys have been cleansing for a while. So here you go. And then one way to remove a financial block in the sacral chakra. Okay. I'm going to quickly go over my story. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we have a lot to talk about. But like I said, I've always been a logical person until my mom died. And watching her dying journey really made me go, oh my God, life is short. And I decided that I wasn't going to live a mediocre life anymore because I watched a 56-year-old woman die. And that totally changed my life. I was working for the government and had a long-term relationship, and I quit my job, broke up with my boyfriend because I knew it was stopping me from living the life I wanted. So it's, I'm just going to go big here. Just so, there we go. So it was stopping me from living the life I wanted. And, hey, Penny, it is Penny, my client, friend, helper, breakthrough coach. Okay, so I was just kind of coasting through life, and then I went, holy shit, when I watched her die. Me and my sister were her primary caregivers, caring for her, and it made me realize that life was short, so I quit my job, dumped my boyfriend, started this business. And then I had a lot of struggles with this business. I was making $15,000 a year, sometimes $13,000. There's 2 years where it was really hard. Really, really freaking hard. And then, you know, it was always living to my means, not even. It was crazy. And then one month, I had 3 mortgage payments come down the tubes. I had a $10K lawyer's bill came in. And then on top of that, all my regular expenses. So there I was sitting $15,000, $14,000, $13,000, whatever I owed that month. It was pretty close to what I made in the year. So I had to come up in a month with what I made in a year. And I think that was the turning point for me. That was truly the turning point where I hustled my butt off, and then just hustling, rented out my place to Airbnb, collected money, sold stuff, went and mined downtown Saskatoon, handing out tarot cards because I'm a heck of a tarot card reader, as you see, and made money from the drunk people. Paid my mortgage. I made $10,000 in a month and a half. And after that, I was like, oh, holy shit. And it scared the hell out of me. And that's when I realized if I did it once, I could do it again. So I hired my first coach, which she was a business coach, because I knew I needed support and guidance because I was so scared of that success, even though I knew I could do it. And then, so that was in May and June when I made that. And then by the time September, I think end of August into September, I made $21,000. And then October, I made another $20,000, I believe it was. November was a slower month. I made $10,000. December, I made another $20,000. January, I closed my program because I was so busy. So it was a good problem to have. Got all my writing done, focused on my clients. February, we opened up back up again. So that's where I was. That's my story. As far as relationship goes, so my mandate with my clients is, it's not, I am very much pro relationships, but it's more about the right relationship and really being confident and strong and literally making sure you have the right relationship. And if you don't, then you're single. A lot of people come with me to learn to have proper relationships and build their business while they're balancing their chakras and really develop their self-worth, push through their fear, and honor their self-worth. And let me see here, build trust, and then go into the sacral and build their feminine energy, because I have a lot of women who are doing it all in every area of their life. And then I also teach men how to be more in their masculine. So I got a little distracted by my dog barking because the men don't know how to lead. Where was I? So teaching people about masculine energy and feminine energy in relationships, men and women. And the solar plexus is all about building your business. Very much, and being your confidence, making decisions, having motivation for your business, right down to marketing, knowing your ideal client, getting your purpose out there. And then, of course, we have heart, healing from grieving, letting things go, forgiveness. Okay, so that's, and then throat is communication. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I want to get back into this information. I'm just trying to prove to you guys that I know a lot about this stuff. Okay, here we go. Slideshow. Oh, whoops. Double click. I'm putting it back up. There we go. Okay. Boy, you guys can sure tell that I'm just shooting off the cuff here, because I just love these lives. Seriously, I got so excited a half hour before. So I just go with it. Okay. That's what going with the flow is, the sacral. So we balance it with actions and logical actions. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I've already explained about me. Seduction profiling, we will get into that. So let's cleanse the sacral, time to get a manifestation, learn seduction profiling, and close endless bad relationship cycles. So 6 reasons you continue to stay stuck. We added a little joke into the end, a little joke in line with my brand. It's usually 5 reasons, but here we go. You don't do your part in manifestation and the universe, and you fail its tests and checkpoints. Number 2, you aren't using affirmations correctly, and repeating the same negative relationships and or dating patterns. You don't understand masculine and feminine roles in relationships. You aren't using seduction profiling and personality types in your relationships. You're dating a coquette. A coquette is a seduction profile type, and we basically, that's just a little joke. We're going to talk about that later, but sometimes you stay stuck because you're dating a coquette who's not self-aware. Okay, manifestation. We're going to dive right into manifestation here. Here we go. Okay, manifestation. We're going to talk about each one of these points. We're going to go over basics, and I'm going to dive deeper because you guys want to hear most about this, so this is what I'm going to talk about. So, clear goals and dates. So in my program, I'm going to give you guys an inside scoop here, and this is what I do too. But in order to have proper manifestation with the universe, you have to have clear goals and dates set. So, here's the thing. Write on a piece of paper your clear goal and which date you intend to have it fulfilled. Okay? And the thing is, with most people, you don't do your part. So you set the goals, you set the dates, and then you're like, oh no, it's just going to happen. If I just believe it's going to happen. No, you do have to do your part. You do have to do your part. So not only are you going to set a goal and a date, you're going to put your human steps in there. What are you going to do? So what are you going to do to work with the universe? The universe will do its part. You do your part. What are your human steps? And these are usually very intuitive. You know what you need to do. And then you can believe before you see and let go of the how it's going to be there. So, for example, my goal can be, I want the relationship of my dreams by June 30th, 2019. And here's what I'm going to do my part. I am going to approach more people. I am going to speak my truth. I am going to put up boundaries. That's what you can list. And in my program, we do help people create their manifestation plans, but that's what it looks like, okay? So your part, who knows, maybe it's, go on X number of dates per month. Or maybe you're in a relationship and you need to put, I'm going to have truthful, heartfelt communication. I'm going to put up boundaries. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to stand in my power. Those are all human steps. Okay? So that's what your paper says. And then you have to believe before you see. Okay? So actually, I can give you guys some insight. This is, I'm gonna give away a little bit more here. So, believing before you see means, I'm not joking, you guys. You have to wholeheartedly believe that it's going to happen and not get obsessed with the how. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to get the relationship of my dreams by June 30th. And then you don't do your part and you don't believe. See, we're raised culturally to see and then believe. And you have to get rid of that mindset because that's what's shooting yourself in the foot. See, for me, it's a little easier. At first it was hard, but I've seen so much. And I've believed so much. So believing before I see has showed up a lot. So now I operate that way. The problem is you guys don't believe it until you see it. So start believing it first and then you will see. Okay, I'm just going to look for my plan here. So I write down plans, and this is like, you guys showed up for this. I'm going to give a little more here. When I wrote down my plans, it was, here we go. My relationship plan. I'm going to tell you my human steps. And it was a relationship in my dreams by December 31st, 2018. So my human steps were commit yourself to one person at a time while practicing unconditional love and forgiveness with all. And then it was asserting boundaries while speaking my truth on what I want and why I must assert the boundaries. Number 3, find ultimate forgiveness, respect, and unconditional love for myself and lovers. And then number 4 was focus on my power, focus on my purpose, stand in my power, and do me and what I was put on this earth to do. Those are my human steps that I decided I was going to do every day. Because I knew in my heart that's what I needed to get the relationship of my dreams. And this was written currently. I am in a relationship, and this was written while in a relationship too. So, and then I really believe this was going to happen. The cool thing is, you guys, is that, so I'm not going to get obsessed with the how. You know, I had an income plan too. And at the time was $25,000. And I didn't get obsessed with, oh, the $25,000 has to come from my business. And it has to come from here and here. And this is where it's going to come from. You don't know where the relationship of your dreams, how it's going to form. That's the universe's part. You guys need to start really respecting the universe's part and then respecting yours and doing your part and keeping your nose out of the universe's part, how it comes about, the how. Are you guys getting me here? Do you guys understand what the how part is? That you need to release that. Okay? And then you believe before you see. Okay. Yep, Armel says, yep, she gets it. Do you guys have any questions? Yes, okay. We're going to move on to repetition in your mindset. So you need to read your plan out loud every single day. Every single day, morning and night. Out loud. Armel says that's the uni's responsibility. So part of the reason is that you don't have the habit. So you got to say it out loud. The universe can hear you. And then also something really crazy happens. Your mindset starts adjusting. So literally I'd be like, oh, you know, now I have to assert my boundaries because I've been repeating it. So my mindset adjusts. And I knew when to stand in my power and focus on my purpose and not let my relationship distract me? Marlo says, I totally get it. So yes, you guys are going to do this. You guys are all going to make your plans. Allie's making her plan right now, but she has the advantage of me looking it over for her, and we're going to manifest the heck out of your life, Allie. I'm so excited to see you on here. Same with Penny. We're manifesting the heck out of her life. You know what? Thank you so much, you two, for coming and supporting me. I love you guys. I love all you guys for watching. So repetition and your mindset. So your mindset starts to adjust, because mindset really fucks you over, you guys, if you don't get it right. Mwah. It really does. Your fear takes over. Your old habits come into your head. If you really say these goals, it will change. Passing checkpoints and tests. I'm going to get back to that in a second. I want to talk about affirmations that work. Okay. For affirmations that work, so another thing about adjusting your mindset, and when you feel you aren't aligned with your goals, I always tell my clients to repeat their affirmations. Seriously, guys, set an alarm on your phone every 2 frickin' hours, and when it goes off, you say your I am. I am affirmations are very important. I am. Because I am is such a sacred word, and it's very much being, I am, every part of me is connected to the whole. That's what it means. Okay? So I am is very strong affirmations that I use and that I owe to my success. And then you use really evoking words that evoke emotions, whether that be excited, grateful. See, at the end of my plan, I am so excited to have the relationship of my dreams and the love I deserve. I am so excited to have the relationship of my dreams and the love I deserve. You guys can steal that affirmation. I am so excited to have the relationship of my dreams and the love I deserve. And here we go. You guys want to hear my business affirmation? You can steal. Make it your own. I am so excited to be extremely wealthy and transforming lives. I am so excited to be extremely wealthy and transforming lives. Hey, Jessica. That's okay. He can squeak, Ken. Just leave him. That's okay. We're not hurt by a little squeak, and it'll keep him occupied. Doggy. So extreme wealth gets me really going. So power words like that. Completely aligned, ready. Those are all really good. Okay. We'll get to visualization, but I just want to go through checkpoints and tests. I'm a firm believer, what you ask for will happen. So if you ask for the relationship of your dreams, and let's say you define the relationship of your dreams, it's, let's say you define the man or woman that you want to be with. We got guys and girls in here. How many, by the way, are clear on the man or woman that they want in their life? How many are clear on that? How many have actually made a list of what they do want and what they don't want? Because that's another manifestation practice in relationships. Make a list of what you do want and what you don't want. Who's clear on that? Who's made that list? I'm just curious, because that's another practice you can do. I'm just giving it all away here. Of course, in my program, we give you more details, but okay. Mary Lou says she is clear. Okay. Quite clear. Good. So if you are clear on what you want, then why the heck do you say yes when something that you don't want comes along? Or why do you say yes when someone breaks one of your deal breakers? That is a test. The universe is testing you to see how serious you are about getting your dreams. And the thing is, and then we get scared, and we take someone who really doesn't match what we want, or we put up with that person who broke one of our deal breakers. That is a test. The universe, a lot of times the universe will be like, well, she wanted the guy of her dreams. Here, the universe is beautiful because it brings you options. And it's just like, here's some options. And it's up to you to say, no, universe, that isn't quite what I was looking for. Let's try again. But if it brings you an option that's mediocre and you take it, the universe is like, okay, job done here. You have to be very clear with the universe all the time. It will test you. It will put hard things in your past. I've heard this over and over again. Over and over again, people are like, oh, well, maybe that's the universe stopping you. Fuck that. It's a test. People would say, oh, Brittany, you moved into your basement and rented out your whole place to Airbnb and could barely make your bills. Well, wasn't that an indication that maybe you should try something else? Maybe that was an indication that you shouldn't go forward with your business. You guys, if I wasn't down there keeping my mindset in check, like this is, okay, here we go. I mean, this is so important. You guys, that was, if I would have said, oh, the universe, it's telling me that I'm not supposed to do this. If I would have said that, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have made the thousands of dollars. So it's just a checkpoint. It's testing you to see how committed you are to your goals, and it gives you options. The universe always gives me a test. It gives me options for money. It always brings me job offers. How committed am I to my business? That's what it's testing me. And I'm like, nope, reject that. And here I am today. So you guys, when you guys think it's like, oh, turn back. No, it's a checkpoint that you need to push through. Is this making sense? Penny says, I am clear, but have been more focused on my financial affirmation. For me, it's just time to make the money to leave. But I've met my man in my dreams. We both have to sort things out, but I'm still smiling. Beautiful. Okay, so is this making sense, you guys? Checkpoints, they're not discouragement. Literally, you guys, my business opened up overnight. Now, it's not that I didn't put in work for years. I did. But you never know when it's going to open up. When the relationship of your dreams comes. When you make all the money in your business finally. You guys, it was 1 week I was poor. The next week I wasn't. That was the change. It happens. Okay, so I really want to make it to you guys knowing that don't give up. For God's sakes, do not give up. It's just the universe seeing how committed you are to your goals. Push through it. Push through the fear. Just like Allie did on last Friday. She was very scared last Friday. She was very scared. When we have to make big decisions sometimes, you guys. And big decisions. And I make very big moves in my business because I believe first and then I see. And I know the universe is putting me through a checkpoint. You guys, I hired my whole staff before I even had the money to pay them. I did. And you know what? The universe showed up for me and opened my business up even more. That's exactly what happens. You guys just have to get used to taking a few risks and not squirming back into your fear when something gets hard, okay? Visualizations. This is the last thing on, that I really want to talk about for really diving deep in here. Visualizations are very important. Here's my secrets to visualizations. A, it has to be about a 30-second clip. B, you have to be looking through your own eyes, not looking at yourself in a third person. It's first person looking through your own eyes. Number 3, someone you love has to touch you in the visualization to evoke feeling. So here's my 30-second visualization clip. I have one for relationships and one for money. And I'm going to tell you the one about money. So I walk in my house, I look at my wood floors. I have 100-year-old hardwoods in here. And I have this beautiful, you guys, so my house, I have this beautiful bathroom. Like it's probably the best thing of this house. It's all granite. It's freaking beautiful. Glass shower door. So I walk into my bathroom and my glass shower is just to the brim with money. And I open up the door and I can see all the money and it falls on my feet. Thunk. It makes the thunk sound. And then whoever I want, sometimes it's my dad, sometimes it's my friend, sometimes it's my boyfriend. They come in and they give me a big hug and they say, oh my God, Brittany, I'm so proud of you and I'm so happy with all the lives you changed. Rewind it. I go through the clip again and again. If you can do this before bed 3 times, huge differences in your life. Huge. See it through your own eyes, hear it, smell it, have that person you love touch you seriously. That's my secret, okay? So, this is a testimonial from Donna, but I think I'm going to, oh, look, you guys, there's the 8-day chakra cleanse. If you guys aren't part of the Facebook group where we're doing our cleanse and we're going to be doing more cleanses, go join it. There's the link. All right, that was lovely. Okay, so here we go. We're going to talk a bit about relationships. We have literally 15 minutes left. So, chakras and relationships. Let's dive into this for the last 15 minutes. Relationships tie into all chakras. And I work with a lot of independent women, and I teach them how to be comfortable in their feminine. And basically what happens is we get a lot of independent women, especially business women, doing it all, leading in their relationships. We're leading as masculine energy. And here's the thing, guys. We've really, here we go. Yeah. Gonna go big. Here's the thing, with the feminist movement and whatnot, we've really ended up doing it all as these independent women, and then we get out of our feminine, and what I'm teaching women to do is to be strong in their feminine, so they will allow room for masculine in their life. And then the men, I teach them how to be more in their solar plexus, because what happens is they tend to have negative relationship cycles they've been being pushed over because they're not leading or making decisions or doing the right things, the step-by-steps. Literally, I give steps-by-steps. And the men I encourage to be more masculine. The women I encourage to be more feminine. We balance with the solar plexus and the sacral. That's what we do. And literally, you guys, my relationship documents, I have documents on literally actions you can take to activate your sacral to be more feminine. I have something called the rules of the game, which we're just putting that out there. And the rules of the game are literally step-by-steps. What happens on the first date? What happens if you're in a committed relationship? How does communication go? We work on communication, being a confident person. And I really owe diving into my feminine, because the problem is I was doing it all and not allowing the space for the masculine. That was always my problem. So I really learned to dive in my feminine power and come from a powerful place in the feminine. And the men, they get a little confused this day of age because, you know, they're like, well, she doesn't need me. And then there's no room for the masculine to come in. How many people are, I'm just wondering, who's single, married, in a relationship? If you can put in the chat, who's single, married, and in a relationship? I just want to know who I'm talking to here. Single, married, in a relationship, put it in the comments. Just got to see what I got in my slideshow here left. I'm just going to see what you guys say in the chat. We got single, married, single, newly single, single, single. There's a lot of singles in a relationship. Okay, so in relationships, again, a lot of times you need to understand your role. Are you the masculine role? Are you the feminine role? And 80% of the time you should be leading with that role. Men, you guys, you ladies are going to love it. Men's job is to, I mean, it's not that you can't get the ladies' input, but to make decisions, make plans, and lead the relationship. Women, our job, because for the men, it is, we are their joy. And we are there to get the guys out of their freaking head and into their bodies and into their emotions. That's our job. And we are fun, flirty, going with the flow, very sacral, nurturing. And the problem is that most people are getting those roles mixed up in their relationships. And that's the issue. That is the number one issue. Stop freaking doing it all. You can't do it all. Don't be the leader. Allow space for the masculine to lead. And then guys, allow space for the woman to be nestled in her feminine. A lot of us women don't get that chance. We're freaking going to work. We're leading everywhere. We're taking care of the kids. We lead, we lead. There's no time for feminine. That's what's really shooting us in the foot. And men, now you've gotten used to women this way. This is what the feminist movement is all about, right? And now we've lost. The issue here is, whether you guys like it or not, women have always played a supportive role, and man always the leader role. It's just traditional. It's ingrained in us. And that's where the problems in relationships happen, is when we get the solar plexus and the sacral mixed up. And I literally even, like, I take over people's cell phone conversations, my clients, and tell them what to do. And that's how they learn. And they learn to get back into their feminine. And they're much happier. They're much, much happier. Which we can say, Mackenzie, in 2 short months, I'm on track to increase my exposure and profit in my business. She owned the clothing store I was telling you about. Shortly after I started the program, I met a man who has been amazing. He's everything I've ever wanted, and I know that without Brittany's coaching and guidance, he would not be in my life. Future looks bright for me, and I owe so much to this Brittany and her coaching. Sweet. So I'm trying to tick along here, tell you guys what I do. I don't know where that duck got in the way. There's a duck in the way. That's the story of my life. There's always a duck in the way. There's always a duck in the way. There's a duck in the way. Okay. The seduction, whoa, dropped a crystal over there. The seduction profiles, so we have, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go 5 minutes over. I think I will talk about the coquette and the ideal lover if we have time. I think we'll start with the coquette since I made that joke. The coquette is one of the most famous seduction profiles, and I'm literally just going to pull it up here so I can give you guys a real good review of it. So each person has a seduction profile. Every person has a primary seduction profile. Here, I'm going to go big. I'm going to go big again. You guys don't need this slide. You guys need me. Let's just here. I'm going to take the next 5 minutes here to just even cover the coquette, because it's one of the most common seduction profile. But, you know, what is a seduction profile? You guys are going to be wondering that. So, every person has a primary seduction profile and secondary seduction profile. Knowing both your seduction profile and your partner's seduction profile is beneficial to having a healthy, dedicated partnership. And even finding one, because then you know how to combat their insecurities and beta tendencies to assist them in becoming more self-aware, because knowing your seduction profile is being self-aware. By not playing into this behavior, you can inspire the best in your partner and inspire self-awareness and alpha behavior. I teach alpha and beta behavior and knowing the difference. Alphas get the girls. Alphas get the guys. Betas have problems in their relationships and lose there's beta activities and there's alpha activities depending on how you act. The goal for everyone is to be self-aware and the alpha version of their profiles, aka a calm, centered, confident person. So let me, the coquette has, I'm just going to describe what they are. The coquette has an alluring draw to them, beginning with their attractive looks and cool confidence. Long-term relationships turn into hot and cold cycles, leaving you confused and unsure. They're tender, emotional creatures, although don't outwardly show this, preferring to remain self-contained. You can have a rewarding, long-lasting, dedicated partnership with the coquette, benefiting from their tenderness and emotional expression if you resist codependent tendencies. The coquette tends to draw out codependent relationships. So a person like that, my seduction profiling would help you understand how to inspire them to be their best and how to avoid those codependent, sort of cycles, and what to do during the hot and cold cycles, what to do when they withdraw, what to do when they get hot. And it's 7:30 now, so I'm just going to I'm going to describe so I teach you how to deal with that, how to combat. They are, there's an instant connection, but then they get a bit gamey. They're kind of into themselves. They have a bit elusive behavior. You never know what they're doing. And then the hot and cold, if you have hot and cold, if you have a partner that really, really spends a lot of time with you and then withdraws, they're very likely a coquette. And we tell people how to handle those. They're kind of boundary pushers. They're kind of into drama. They're very emotional. And they tend to be a little more angry. They tend to withhold sex. Relationship is very common all on the rocks if you're dating a coquette that's not self-aware. I'm just going to quickly go through the ideal lover because that's the second profile that's really very common. There's male and female versions of these profiles too. The ideal lover makes up for what other men and women lack in traditional terms. Ken's an ideal lover. He adds a sensible and logical application to romance delivered in a thoughtful manner. And she, the female coquette, she does everything logical to make herself a great traditional partner. He can make great husband material when given clear direction and learns to balance logical and emotional sides. That's what the ideal lover struggles with. She makes great wife material if you have a high value on traditional methods, but don't place a high value on physical appearance. So I'm just going to tell you. So the male ideal lover is kind of, the guy who your mom told you about. And he often displays qualities that other men lack. But he's very logical. So it frustrates women because they can't get him emotional. Like, this guy is so logical. So that's the issue. A guy who's too logical, not into his emotions. Same with the women a bit too. And with the women, they're very much the traditional housewife, but they're no supermodel. They're cute. This is how I characterize them. And ideal lovers tend to be a bit beta because they're just trying to please the women. And then the women are kind of like, ooh, does this guy have a purpose? What's going on? He doesn't aggressively pursue women, so women get a little bit confused if he's even interested. Too much logic, not enough emotion. So you have to really explain things to him in a logical term, which is hard for women. And he's not the best socially, nor is the woman. They tend to be overly critical because they're very logical and, you got to do it their way. Yeah, so there we go. So there's the two. This is really interesting, I'm sure. So I teach you guys how to deal with certain profiles and bring out the best in them. And so there we go. Those are the two. Was that interesting for you guys? I bet you it was. I'm just going to bring this back up here because, of course, my favorite, all the profiles are so good. So there you go. I dived a bit deeper into the profiles. I didn't make these profiles. I'm just an expert in them. Robert Greene from The Art of Seduction made them. So now you have a choice. Here's my offer to you guys. You guys, this is a universal checkpoint for many of you. Are you guys going to shrink back in your fear, or are you going to take the choice? So here's how I can help. My team and I have set aside some time in the next week to speak to you personally about how you can apply these mindset shifts, systems, manifestation practices, chakra healing practices, seduction profiling to your own life starting today. And it is a free call. Why? Well, we do these free calls to close our manifestation loops, our giving and receiving loops. It's a manifestation practice. I collect information about my clients so that I can give you more of what you want in videos and posts. And then number three, we do this to find our next client. So if you are a match, we may make you an offer. If you aren't, that's okay. We'll still give you videos and books. Either way, major clarity for you. What we do on these calls is we identify your blocks, and then we tell you clarity to move forward. And then we make you an offer, just like Allie and Penny got made an offer. And if you're not a match, that's okay. We will still give you information. Books. I have tons of books, right? So, however, please do not call me unless you are ready, committed. So ready to make the leap, ready to push through your checkpoint. Because we're not here to waste time. I'm here to make a difference in people's lives, you guys. Really. Committed to your goals. I think most of you guys are. I think most of you guys are here because you're committed to your goals. Decisive, resourceful, you're willing to push through things to get through your goals and do whatever it takes. Coachable, you need to listen, you need to be coached, and willing to get uncomfortable, push through the checkpoint and fear, okay? If we work together, okay? So here's what I do on the call, clarity. Ken, can you put the breakthrough call link up? Ken's gonna put the breakthrough call link up. If you are ready, who's ready? Totally, who's ready? Who wants to talk to us? I have a team. You may talk to me. You may talk to one of my team members. However, they are all certified and they're great breakthrough coaches. They're all here to help and manifest the heck out of things. So you get clarity on where to go from here. And if you want us to help you, if you think we're a good fit, you know, if we like each other, we may invite you to be one of your clients we take on this month. You guys, I am really focused on my clients. I only take 4 people a week because I know what my goal is. I know what my goal is, and I need to focus on my clients. I need you guys need my attention. So that's why I only take 4 a week. Okay. There's there's a link to the breakthrough link. You got it up, Ken?
Yeah.
So please, you guys, don't let this opportunity pass you by. It's a free call, no obligation at first. As long as you're those things, we want to hear from you, and we will manifest with you, and we will give you clarity. And literally your situation. It's one of my favorite things to do, you guys. One of my favorite things to do is talk to you guys. So there you go. Book your call now. It's up. Don't wait, because you know what happens when you wait, you guys? Then you just don't take action. I want people who are taking action. So do it. We want to talk to you. Q&A now. Q&A. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Heather says, my call is tomorrow. Is it? Well, that's great. That is awesome. Congratulations, Heather. Congratulations. It'll be super exciting to talk to you. That's good. I haven't checked my calendar for tomorrow. I'm going with the flow, which drives my team nuts sometimes.
Yep.
Going with the flow. So, Heather, it'll be good. We'll see if I get to talk to you or if someone does. Anyways, I have a great team of helpers. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, I'm so excited, Heather says. Yeah, you guys book your call. This is literally your checkpoint. You heard Elia. I can manifest the heck out of your life and relationships. Really. If not, we just love talking to you guys anyways. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. Okay, any questions? Is that all crystal clear? I delivered a lot of information. I'm going overtime here. And I got to go meet. Actually, I have a breakthrough call with a gentleman right away in 20 minutes. So I gotta get the heck out of here. But if you have any questions, I will answer them. Is that pretty clear? We dug deeper. Thank you all, you beautiful souls, for diving in. We will come up with who's winning these books. There's even a US dollar in this one. Money and Love Story. So we will give these away next Tuesday. We're deciding. Tomorrow is on our agenda to decide the books from last week. So thanks for being patient. You guys will hear from us. Okay. So questions. Is that it? I love you guys. Book your breakthrough call seriously. Seriously, you guys want all these results? You guys want me to manifest in your very own life? Let's talk. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. We're going to send you your gifts for being here. Everything, just watch your email. Of course, I got to go on this meeting, but watch your email the next day. Okay? Okay, cool. If you have no questions, I'll see you in the 8-day Chakra Cleanse or on your breakthrough call. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you, beautiful souls, for attending. I get so excited. We're going to try and do these often, once a week, if not bi-weekly. So keep your eye on the prize and in your email and in the 8-day group. I love you. You can ask me questions there. I have some really good stuff there too. Okay? Bye-bye for now. You're very welcome, Allie, Armel, Heather. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.